Hey chat, what's up? What's up with you tonight? How about that chat? You can hear me good and see me good, right? What up, John Rod? Old Rod of John. Well. Right off the bat, as a couple people slide in to the chat, right off the rip, I am kind of curious. One thing that I've been getting hit up with lately is messages, people asking me to check out, at the very least, an episode or two of the new Fear the Walking Dead. It's the final season. I'm getting a lot of like the first episode and the last episode and yada, yada, yada. And the funny thing about it is almost everyone says the same thing, especially or even if you hate it, do an after show for it. So I'm kind of curious to see is anyone here at all checking out for The Walking Dead? I mean, at all. For anything. I know Dead City I can see, you know? It's a spin-off with Maggie and Negan. What are they going to do? At least check out the premiere. How does it pop off? Are they going to utilize the location? Yada, 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 whoop-de-whoop. We'll see, though. What up, Benjamin? Yeah, I was tinkering around with... because here's a bit of the problem. Starting this week, we're going to have a few uploads on the map channel, which kicks off, because remember, my plan was in April to kick off, more consistent uploads that are raw, and then the edited uploads are twice a month for now. I hope to do more on the Flaw vs. Awe. That's been the game plan starting in April. I'm going to get a poll up soon. But one of the issues I was kind of having is, for example, one of the videos, I think tomorrow is the Penguin TV show, which is the spin-off of the Batman, or it's a continuation of the Batman. See, that's an interesting thing, because I don't know if anyone's watching that watched me years ago. This is exactly what I talked about, where I think more franchise films should utilize the fact that it's not like back in the day, where you're putting out movies, you have to rely on mainstream media only to promote it in a specific way. You put it, because back in the day, even as recent as the early 2000s, you had a structure to your marketing. You had your marketing where you put it in front of other releases, whether it's on home video, in the movie theater. You put out special magazine. That's how you get like the Movies magazine, People magazine, this magazine, that magazine, a whole different tons of magazines were an important way to do promotion. And they used to do the big character portraits on the cover, and they would have, usually the first time you saw a movie would be like not the first time, but the behind the scenes stuff, or the stills, I should say, the character stills would be in a magazine. So Hollywood had a very specific way to market their movies, and a very specific way to talk to the fan base. Because the masses, it's so much easier now to tell them, we did a Batman movie, it has nothing to do with any other Batman movie before, and guess what? Now we're going to do a show on HBO Max, and we're going to do another Batman movie later. You're going to get that information out to far more. So that's exactly what I talked about probably like friggin' 8 years ago. They're utilizing it. Walking Dead could have utilized it. A couple other franchises, obviously Disney's been utilizing it with Star Wars and Marvel, and that's becoming more and more popular. And I see that as a probably like the more common future of, I know it's growing and more, but more and more common, but it's only in like Star Wars, superheroes, you know what I'm saying? But anything that's more like franchise has the potential to do that. Predator franchise would be perfect for that, because ones that have longer stories, more intimate stories you can put in the TV realm, ones that are nice, tight, concrete pop it off in the movie realm, and they can intermingle. Like you can come out with Prey, set up the girl, she's in the lead character, she's in her it's our origin story, and then boom, you can pop out a TV show. 3 episodes, 6 episodes, 16 episodes, doesn't give a shit. It doesn't matter. It's not like it was back in the day. So Penguin's an interesting one in that respect, because I think when you start branching out into more and more, you can, hopefully the studios can start taking even more risks with how they do that and what they do with it. But there's no point in speculating what they could do. We'll wait until they start pumping them out. But my point, though, is we're going to be talking about Penguin. We're going to be talking about this other thing, another thing, 2 other things. And then on Sunday when we do the podcast, if we're not doing an after show, it's like, well, what do we discuss then? Let me get a poll started. I only jumped on to chit chat with anyone who's kind of around right now. My car broke down. I was going to work late tonight, but my car broke down. I got to go pick up fuel injectors. I changed the spark plugs, changed the ignition coils. Man, I was hoping, I thought in a prayer, hoping or whatever, that would fix it. But it keeps throwing a cylinder 2 error. Like I said, though, I switched the ignition coils, which it should have sent an error to the ignition that I switched it, the coil that I switched it to. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to try the fuel injector next. But needless to say, I figured, well, let me jump on now and we'll kind of get a little chat going. And I can feel yous out. I can feel yous up, feel yous out, down, around, inside out. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Let's start this poll, though. And what am I going to ask? What the fuck? What the fuck was I talking about? Fear the Walking Dead? Yeah. Who is watching Fear the Walking Dead? It's hot in here, bro. I'm getting irritated already. Who in their minds? How about that? Who in their right minds? Their right minds. And I gotta warn you, be honest. Ready? Be honest. Be honest. All right. Me. Definitely not me, but let's do a third option. Shit on it. What's a good way to put it? We'll just put shit on it. I don't know. We'll just put... No, let's keep it. Who's watching it and who's not? We'll just do that. Get rid of the option, bro. All right, there we go. All right, let's get rid of that option. Me, def not me. All right, let me ask my community. Let me see my community. Who's watching it? I'm so very disappointed about The Last of Us show. Yeah, The Last of Us show, and I got to be real, The Last of Us Flaw vs. is going to drop in a couple days, and what really helped to set that back, I did run into some problems, but what helped set that back is, my God, I was so disappointed. At first, I remembered I didn't want, when I was doing The Walking Dead and they set something up in episode 2 that they didn't even pay off until episode, 13, and they took a break mid-season between episode 2 and friggin' 13, and it was like, months apart. I can't give points to the setup because of the payoff and not knowing if they even pay it off. For example, in The Last of Us, they make this point of Sarah picking up this knife, and you could have sworn there was going to be some type of payoff later with it, and there's nothing. I thought that was set up for something. So what if I gave it points, or what if I didn't give it points and it ended up being set up for something, but it was nothing. So that's why with The Walking Dead, I was like, I remembered, and I wanted to wait until Last of Us was at least done or almost done. And I was sure that there was no way they can do a payoff. But then by the end of it, I was just so disappointed. Let me show you guys something. We were actually out to eat with my family today. It's my mother's birthday. So me and my brother and my daughter, my brother's wife, and my niece and nephew, we all went out to eat. And I got this notification a friend of mine sent me for, how do I even look it up now? I forget who makes it. For a Pedro, she's got the hots for a Pedro Pascal, for a Pedro Pascal 1/6 scale Joel figure. And she laughed right away. She was like, yo, review that. She'll try to steal it, so she wants that. Let me see. The Last Father by Toys Era. But let me show you guys this. Last Father, Toys Era. I got to give them props. It looks pretty freaking good. They did a new head, though. Let me show. Is there a new head on here? Yeah, here's I think this is the old head. I don't know if they added the new head on here, but for anyone interested for the 1/6 scale figures, here is a Joel with Pedro Pascal's head on here. Let me make sure you guys can even see it. Yeah, here's a Joel and it runs about $200, and it's estimated to release third quarter 2023, which means second quarter 2024 if you're lucky. Mark my words. Now, there's no The Last Daughter, or what. I don't know what they're gonna do for Ellie, and I really want to see what they do for Ellie, because I don't know. I personally, I like Pedro Pascal, but I would probably, unless I had $200 to just totally burn, or if I got it for a review copy, obviously I wouldn't give a shit. Send it to review it. But if I had $200 to burn, I probably wouldn't even grab it. If I did, it would probably go with video game Ellie anyway. I'm that much not interested in the TV Ellie. She didn't do anything for me. Put a fork in her, she's done? Who's done? Why is she done? Let me go to live chat and see what you sons of bitches are talking about. I don't know how the series is still going on, to be honest. It's amazing, isn't it? Well, I know how it's still going on just because I looked into it. It actually makes more money, even though it is not anywhere near as popular as the main show was in its prime, or even building up to its prime. Fear the Walking Dead, at its worst, is still more popular than, almost all of AMC shows. Keep in mind, though, this is an AMC product. Imagine I'm a weed dealer and I got 5 different types of weed, right? And this haze I bred myself was friggin' amazing, right? The best strain that you've seen in years. But then something happened to a bad batch, so I had a weaker batch of that haze. Well, motherfuckers are still going to buy it, because the other 3 is dirt. So I have dirt, bad haze, lower haze, high haze. People are still going to buy the lower haze because it's outselling more than the dirt, even if I sell more of the dirt. You get what I'm saying? So that's why that bitch is still going. Now, why are they cutting it off now and then yada, 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 when obviously the idea is to keep going with the Walking Dead content? I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if it's hard to juggle the actors, because the daughter wanted to go. They're bringing back Madison. They're losing their characters. At what point is it no longer Fear the Walking Dead? You lose the last Clark child. Now they're bringing back the mom who was supposed to be dead. It's still Fear the Walking Dead now because of that. But let's say they only brought her back for a season or 2 or whatever. Let's say Morgan decided to leave too. Who's left? Strand? I mean, even still, Strand he's so far removed from the character that first showed up. I don't even know if that's any good. Nice to see you again. Well, thank you very much, Sam. Hey, Ronnie, how do you feel about Five Nights at Freddy's series? I haven't seen anything on it yet. Is there any footage about that? Like teaser or anything? It went to black and white. I heard about that. I was not watching back then. I stopped in like season 5 or 6 or something, and they did like a black and white episode. and Ronnie, started watching Snowfall. Show is pretty intense, like 80s vibe to it. Yeah, speaking of which, I'm on the last episode, or the second to last. I forgot to watch it this Thursday. That's right, my car broke down, and I was fixing it this weekend. And I'm fixing it myself, so I'm looking up YouTube videos, trying to like do the damn thing. So it takes a little longer. But I have an episode to watch. Snowfall is on my list. Where's my other paper? Is on my list to talk about a small video, because I want to at least give it a shout out. A Ronnie recommends or something, just because the series really impressed me early on, and it kept me interested all the way through. Especially, I think it's a good one to binge watch. I'm not a big fan of week to week on Snowfall. I enjoy it more when I can binge a couple episodes. But I will admit the final season is a bit underwhelming. It's not hitting as much. There's a couple amazing scenes. I actually clipped for my new Flaw vs. All videos. I actually clipped Snowfall when we get the slasher body counts. There's one where the lead character is yelling bodies, 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 and he's freaking out. Well, when we don't count when they just show a ton of bodies. So in the edit, you're gonna see him just pop up and screaming bodies, and I'll try to do it in a little way. Kind of breaks up the flow of it, gives it a little more pizzazz. Is that a word? I'm gonna say it's a word. What up, Blu-ray Addict? Releasing this October? I'll have to look it up. Back wall is looking nice. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I just don't have the funds right now to build a custom, because it would have to be custom. But the point is, if you can see the kind of the flow of it, there would be a full wall, and still I think this wide angle lens is showing too much. So I would probably have to move the desk back. And this is for the Flaw vs. All and the live stream. When I'm standing, I do the Flaw vs. All. When I'm sitting, it's the live stream. But when I'm standing, the camera would have to go over here more. So it's going in the back. You can see the shape of it. This would be higher with broken wood. Curving down with vines coming in. I know I had put some vines around here just because I like the vines look, but I have some parts, and I'm waiting. I did some measurements. So when you see this bottom here, this will be a waist high shelf. This will come up, and it'll look like, like the cabin wall with the woods in the back. And then, because the idea was post-apocalyptic backdrop. So maybe even if I play around with the idea of the window from like The Last of Us over, in here somewhere. And then the far side would be the taller one with some of the heads, and we got Caesar over there. I got my printer down there. But thank you very much, Adaby. I dipped when fear went black and white. I read that already. You watch one with Morgan being walked on by zombies? Fear is so hit or miss, it makes it hard to be a fan. Oh, speaking of which, I got a little insider news for Fear. Let me pull this up. A friend of mine already watched Fear the Walking Dead because he does, he's a journalist. And he said, Fear the Walking Dead episode 8 was annoying. Episode 8-1 was annoying. Episode 2 was better. It got a Predator-like vibe for a bit, and it was filmed differently than the other Fear the Walking Dead episodes. Episode 803 was just so-so. So far, it is better than the garbage of Season 7, but it still has hiccups. And that's the first 3 that he's seen. My phone's dying. Hold on. That's the first 3 that she's seen, so. Lavender Haze, yeah. You missed your Sunday fun days? We can do some fun day Sunday. Fuck it, I'm not really a fan of Rockstar games anymore. I don't like how they've handled things. What are they doing? which one's Rockstar? That's the one who did, come on now. No, that's, what, am I confusing them with Rocksteady? Rocksteady is, Rockstar is Grand Theft Auto, right? Rocksteady is Red Dead Redemption. Rockstar Games. Oh, no, that might be Red Dead 2. No, that's Rocksteady. That's what I'm thinking of? What the fuck am I thinking of? Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah, that is Rockstar Games. Okay, so you're not a fan of Rockstar recently? What did they do recently? I think their new Grand Theft Auto is it's not gonna flop, but my God, they're just, that's not a game where you go all PC, even a little bit. Like Grand Theft Auto is not the game where you go PC at all. A core of that audience is in it for the ridiculous shit that you can do, you know? Even for just a giggle, you know? Like, I don't know. Second half of Season 2 of Fear, Season 3 first half was actually pretty good. I didn't like the rest. I hear you on that. I think a lot of fans would agree. I can't believe Rockstar haven't given Red Dead 2 a next-gen upgrade. That's a bit surprising. I also, last night I threw in, whatchamacallit. I wonder if I could look this up. Penguin. I threw in Village, and I was a bit disappointed because I don't know if maybe it was me thinking of, you're playing Resident Evil Village in third person, but that's not what it is. That is what it is, but it's not. Now, when you're playing it, yes, it's in third person, but it's actually first person with the third person character plopped down in front. Now, you might say like, well, duh, that's what third person is, but hear me out though. When all the cutscenes happen, it reverts back to first person. When all the mini cutscenes, like if you're going from room to room or you're crawling under something and you're moving or interacting with characters, it all reverts back to first person. And when you're playing it, the first enemy I ran into, it was weirdly close. Like there was an enemy there and it was like smushed together. And that's because it's just the first person view with the third person plot right in front of there. And I don't know. It's still nice playing in third person, but man, was that a bit of a disappointment. Yeah, so I don't know if I would even play the entire game in third person because of that. It feels it feels lazy. The main white guy, Cartor Hudson in Snowfall, is married to my cousin. We are pretty close. The main white guy. Oh, are you talking about the CIA guy? I recognize him from some other stuff. He's married to your cousin. Tell him I said, what the fuck is up, CIA bitch? Let me look that up. Is that who you're talking about? I recognize him from something else. Let's look him up and see who this fucker is. What kind of name is that anyway? Cartor. Paste. Search. Hey, it is the CIA guy. Let's look at his IMDb, because he's mad familiar looking. He does a really good job in Snowfall, too. Like, really good. Filmography. Known for acting. Snowfall, Dear Edward. Dead Edward sounds better anyway. Art of the Hosting. Gay. Night of, Attorney in Line, A Crime to Remember, Red Dead Redemption 2, he did a voice. Oh, the local population. Yo, did you know that? Check that out. He did the local population. That's actually great, especially since we just talked about it a second ago. This guy was really good too. I don't know his name though. All apologies, but... Oh, and it's weird. I heard the girl's getting a spinoff, and I had to do like a double take because it's like one of the most pointless characters that's lingering around. She was a junkie. It's one of those, they're a junkie, but now they're back and like, you know, better than ever, and they never work. They never do anything of substance. They get things handed to them all the time. Like, this girl just shows up and she gets like a house handed to her. Like, keep in mind, this is probably one of the, and this is one of my few criticisms of Snowfall. And a lot of Hollywood does do this stupid shit where they'll show a junkie and they'll act like it's raw and real and yada, yada, yada. But then they'll do stupid shit like undercut the actual struggles of falling into a vicious cycle of addiction where you lose everything. Because this bitch turns into a junkie, friggin' loses everything. It's all, and then her comeback story is she shows up, says she's clean. Someone gives her a house, and she stays clean, but they never show that it's actually a struggle to stay clean. She's just clean, you know? And then she gets a house, she gets a job, literally just here's a job thrown at her. By the end of it, they're going on a trip to Africa, they're doing all this shit, and then she just gets handed a business. It's like a nonprofit that they run, but obviously you're getting paid. And it's just handed it because the main girl's like, I'm leaving here. Whoop, whoop, you know? And it's like, what the fuck, bro? I think this is the first season. Yeah, the first season was real good. Let me double check. I recorded... Let me just check, make sure I'm not lying. If you guys want a little teaser at what could potentially happen, I recorded Video Locker, my shows. Yeah, just to give you an example, if I can, I'm going to test it out probably this winter. But once we get rocking and rolling with Fear the Walk, with Flaw vs. All reviews, and once we build up the Patreon, and we have like consistently 2 to 3 brand new, because soon we're going to be back to uploading once a week to get The Walking Dead done for the first season, Friday 1 to 5, 6, and 7. But here's a little peek of ones I was going to do as surprises. The Boys, episode 1, now the idea is to do the premiere, Breaking Bad, I don't have the file yet, the premiere episode, Chucky, premiere, that's on the back burner though, because I don't respect that show at all, it's lame. Last of Us, will do a few of them. I actually have all the files for Last of Us, I have all 9, sorry. I have all 9 files, I already started part 1 and 2 secretly, but just playing around. The Shield, episode 1, Sons of Anarchy, episode 1. I got to put it in here. I don't have it in here. I thought I had it in here. So, yeah, I'm going to have to pull up. I'm going to leave this up here. Matter of fact, I'm going to put a file in here. I could have sworn I did Snowfall. Oh, come on, man. What is it on? Hulu? Yeah. But those are, the idea is, you know, when you're watching the uploads, it'll be like a surprise upload, you know, this week without mentioning it. You know, maybe we'll hype it up a little. We're going to be doing premieres for TV shows for now until I can hire an editor. I think that'd be great because then we can have a whole list of these TV shows that some great, some and we're analyzing the premiere specifically, and again at first, and then you guys can vote if you want to continue with some of the better episodes. We're not doing full seasons, even if we hire an editor. It'll just take way too long, but down the road maybe. Did you see the Amazon is making a RoboCop TV show? No, I don't think I've seen that. I might have heard about it, but I haven't seen much else about it. Wish Rockstar would release another Warriors game. Couldn't get through the first season of Fear without falling asleep. One thing I didn't like about The Last of Us TV show was the lack of gore and violence and how rushed it was. Yeah, that's more than one thing, but I feel you, and I agree fully. Hey, Ronnie Hayes. One thing I don't like about the Resident Evil 8 Village third person is how they still don't let you see his damn face. Yeah, it's funny because he turns away from you. It was still better than playing in first person. Maybe. I find the scrunched upness a bit meh. Yeah, so I don't recognize this guy from anything, which is weird. He just looks very familiar. But I don't watch any of this shit. I haven't seen any of this shit, so maybe he just has that familiar face. I don't know. He's got to be in something I remember. I don't remember. I think it's because he was friends with the graphic designer. You think who's friends with the graphic designer? I missed it. She did have the scene because he was friends. She did have that scene where her grandma wouldn't let her in because she stole from her. Yeah, she had that amazing scene. Oh well, at least for character work, there was that scene in it. Yeah. Breaking Bad, I'm gonna faint. Yes. Yeah, Breaking Bad, especially the first episode. If you are into writing, it doesn't have to be for TV, but if you're into writing and just getting a feel for, if you have no clue or even a little clue about structure, Breaking Bad is probably one of the greatest episodes to look at and analyze what happens in, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and exactly see that breakdown of how they constructed it. I think I marked it last time. Within 20 minutes, the entire series is set up. Actually, you know what? Let me see if I'm full of shit or not. Where's Breaking Bad? Oh, I don't have the first episode. Well, you know what? Hold up. I got an idea. Bear with me. Is Breaking Bad still on Netflix? What's this? 7 Kings Must Die? What is that? Is it some, yeah, Breaking Bad's on Netflix. Look, it's right here. Oh, here's the pilot. Check this out. So here's the pilot for Breaking Bad. Let me pause that. Let's take a look real quick. You guys there? All right. So here's the pilot for Breaking Bad. Now, this is something that is an old trick, and they still do it to this day. But you need to get something mostly for readers. Once you hook them, and you get it, in the theater, especially on TV and yada yada yada. The writers, they don't have to really do this like wow intro. This is mostly for the writer to put something in there, so that way the script reader can read the first 10 pages and not fall asleep or get bored, because they're reading hundreds of scripts. So they have this intro that is just like odd. You have the desert, you have this pair of pants floating down, the RV, it's insane, just flying down. I mean, it's suddenly like weird, out of place, and frantic. And I think he even pops out. Yeah, he pops out in his friggin' drawers. It crashes, moment of silence, and then boom. So he pops out in his drawers, and this is when, oh yeah, that's right. This is when he kills, whatchamacallit. So you see this, it's already setting up the death of these characters, but at this time you're just seeing characters slumped over, shit spilled over, a mess of evidence inside this van, and he's leaving this this note left behind. He thinks the cops are coming up and ready. I mean, this is 3-minute intro of now iconic imagery for Bryan Cranston in his undies, you know. But all this is set up with the pacing and like I said before, the things that are out of place, the mystery to it. This is very much a successful mystery box, and it's setting up all this shit that you want to know. How in the hell did he get here with them, you know, in the van, in this this chemical, pass the fuck out, and then it goes back. So you have that in your brain, like you have all that mystery box stuff. You're curious, how did they get there? So now you could go back and you're buying the reader and or viewer plenty of time to get there, because you know something had to have triggered him. So you start seeing his life, and it's just shit. It's boring. He's having a pathetic birthday. You know, they make this little, and it's nice, but it's pathetic nice. You know what I'm saying? It's very simple, very intimate. You know, wife, son, you know, very intimate. That's it. No party, no hoorah. Simple teacher. Here's yada, yada, yada. The lessons always incorporate into the whatever. But 10 minutes in, you're seeing his party, his wife, his life. And there's actually friends. There's a party here. They throw a little surprise for him. He's getting shit on, though, by his brother-in-law. And it's, you know, it's a friendly ribbon. And what are we, 12 minutes in? I'm burning through it, but you can look at it yourself. 12 minutes in, the seed is planted for this drug bust. Hank will take him out.
It's about 700 grand. It's a pretty good haul, as I say.
He's like, what the fuck, 700 grand? So Hank is like, yeah, I'll take you out and we'll check out some drug busts. He has this really pathetic night with his wife. She just jerks him off. And probably one of the most, I can't even imagine being 50. It was his 50th, right? And being at a point where this is how I would end my birthday night. I think I'd probably just, I don't know. I don't even know, man. But if that day ever comes, like, I think I'd rather just go to bed at that point. I mean, that's just too sad for me. I probably couldn't hang, literally. So she finishes. We're 16 minutes in. He's back to his car wash. And here's the kicker. 16 minutes in, he has his medical episode. Goes to the doctor, and this is quick too. It's punchy. Has his medical episode, gets in there, gets scanned. He's sitting here, it's ringing. What are we at? 18 minutes in, and it's like, boom, you got cancer. And they do it in such a punchy way, but then they bring in the emotion aspect. No, what, 19 minutes in? Yeah, so we are about 20 minutes in, and come on. 20, okay, 22. I was close. So 20 minutes in, though, sets up pretty much all the characteristics of his life. And then you have the cancer. And around 22 minutes in is where you get the drug bust with Pinkman and all that. So even by the halfway point, how long is this? 56 minutes? Absolutely before the halfway point, even. You could call it the halfway point, because that scene plays out a couple minutes, but that's everything right there. Boom. Obviously, there's time for him to go meet Pinkman or whatever, but literally everything is set up there. His failed previous, insanely successful business, failed accomplishments, but he's also had successful accomplishments, but it's nowhere near what, you know, he should have had originally. The wife, the family life, the this, the that, the double job, the struggling, but still, you know, making it, his cancer diagnosis, and then boom, the DEA, what is that called? The ride along, his former student, bam, nice, tight, succinct. And when you go back and rewatch it, if you're interested in structure, rewatch the first 30 minutes of the pilot episode 2 or 3 times to really, I can't play it, I'll get struck down, to really appreciate the flow of that, man. Absolutely. Let me see what, I should hide that prawn folder. Yeah. Definitely not on this computer. I'll tell you that right now. And my daughter plays Roblox on this. This computer's probably cleaner than fucking the FBI would have a hard time finding anything on this. So, not on this one. That's one thing I don't have to worry about when it comes to live streaming. She did have this scene where, okay, I already read that. Yeah. Oh, yes, Breaking Bad. I'm going to faint. Yo, I would edit for free to get experience. Do you know anything about it? Do you have anything editing? Because if you're doing any editing, I mean, I don't know. I mean, to do the flaw versus all, you would need some sort of experience, or I mean, it's probably going to take. It would probably take forever. But if somebody, let's say Dylan, you were honestly interested, hit me up in Discord or something, and I'll put together some small thing for you. You can jump on a board. I would probably only need help for maybe a few months, because within 6 months or so, once I get certain things situated, I'm looking to straight up hire an editor. In my opinion, I've done editing for 9 years now. I absolutely know that it's great to learn. You know what I mean, and do the work for free. But I want to pay someone to do the work and do it. Especially, it's a grind, bro. And I would like to pay someone, because then you're getting it quick. You're reasonably quick, and you're getting it done, and you're getting it done proper. But if you wanted some practice, I don't know, hit me up. Maybe we could figure something out. Zombie Killer says, I really love the Flaw vs. All videos. Well, I appreciate that. It means a lot to me. That's my priority for this year. Now, the Make Path Presents, I was thinking about, I didn't want to shit on it. I was thinking about just not really doing anything and just falling back and seeing what did I want to post up here. But in all reality, I don't think I need to wait and come up with a new series and highly edit that or put it on Map. I would like to keep Map for right now pretty raw and open to discuss some of the things. Like on Flaw vs. All, I'll never just jump on stream and have a bullshit conversation. Like right now, not bullshit, but like we don't have a specific topic. Like we're just chatting. Any second, I could just shut down and say goodnight and yada yada. I'm out of here. We don't have to talk about anything. We don't have to talk about Breaking Bad, Penguin. I mean, we don't have to talk about nothing. I'm just jumping on, talking to a handful of people, seeing where you guys, your opinions are on the poll, which, by the way, 66% of people are not watching. I'm going to end the poll. Fear the Walking Dead. I'm going to start a new one real quick to see how many people want me to even do the premiere in a stream. Come on. We'll just leave it at that. Yes or no? That's why I think for right now, until I get things a little more consistent, I think it's nice to be able to jump on and discuss some things. Yeah, the fuck you and your eyebrows. That's a great bit. He says that down here later on, don't he? I thought it was more towards the end. Is it more towards the end? Wait.
Just hopping in, will you stream the spin-offs first EP including FTWD?
Right here. Slizzle, thank you very much for the super chat. Just hopping in. Will you stream the spin-offs first episode, including Fear the Walking Dead? Well, the Fear the Walking Dead is right now, I'm not doing anything for Fear the Walking Dead. I'm leaving that up to you guys. There's a poll in chat. I can shit on the first episode, but unless we have fun openly just shitting on it, because I highly doubt I'm going to like it. I hated most things Fear did since season 3, with a passion. I mean, I just genuinely am baffled about how bad. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills by how bad some of the episodes are. Like thinking back with Alicia, and remember the serial killer guy, Ted, or whoever that the son's dad was hunting down. Who cares? John Dory's dad was hunting down. How convenient was that shit? But the serial killer went out into the middle of nowhere, and his plan worked perfectly. And it was all random. It was all random as shit. That episode alone is like brain damage to try to understand how anyone in the writer's room could even comprehend that at being passable for a shit show, let alone. So you guys let me know. I'll give it a shot for a first episode, but I just don't. Dead City, yes, we're going to do an after show. Daryl's, we're going to do an after show. And definitely Rick and Michonne's, we're going to do an after show. I can see Dead City getting 2 or 3 if they keep up with the location and good writing that's not repeating the same shit over and over again. I could probably live with doing one, video every Sunday for 6 Sundays in a row. That's not much. We're not talking about 16. The Walking Dead burned me out in the later seasons because of how I didn't hate it. I just felt like it was so blah, And it was 16 episodes. Even later, it was like 24 episodes. So I was fried. But if it's only 6 episodes for Dead City, I can already tell you right now, we can do that. Absolutely. Kevin says, thank you for streaming, my man. Always enjoy seeing a live stream pop up. That's what's up, Kevin. I'm glad. Listen to this. I might be in the way.
What? I said, fuck you!
That's one hell of a fuck you. Hold on. Wait, where is it going? There we go. Ready for it.
And your eyebrows!
Look at those eyebrows, bro. Fuck you and those eyebrows, motherfucker. Yeah, let's cover those eyebrows up, because holy shit, what are they? I hope those are fake. He starts knocking shit off the wall.
Wipe down this!
He's losing it. I love it. Man, that's right after his diagnosis, so. Yeah, great shots too. And I love how they, how would you do that? If you pay attention, you know what, fuck it. You're going to have to just find somebody who can piece together shots that kind of mirror each other. If you look at Walter here and you remember when he poisons the kid in like season 5, he's sitting in a very similar fashion. And let me see if I can actually save this. He's sitting in a very similar fashion. And if you wanted to pull some symbolism from it, you could probably get some cool shit going on. All right. Let me see
What would it take for you to do a weekly stream like Last of Us, even though it was a show that didn't need Ellie cure 'cause no infected?
Wait, what? Slizzle said, first off, thank you very much for the super chat. What would it take for you to do a weekly stream like The Last of Us, even though it was a show that didn't need Ellie cure because no infected? I'm not sure what you mean there. Do you mean do a weekly show just like we're doing now, like just show up, once a week? Or do you mean like follow another show? I don't know if I want to keep bouncing from show to show. We got a few that we're going to do. My main goal is to kind of keep I don't want to make it too confusing, but keep it to where it's we're starting with a topic like Fear the Walking Dead first episode, but we can deviate after. We get to the point, I do my first impressions, I see how you guys feel, but maybe if there's other stuff that we can lead into, we can discuss other stuff as well. Before we were doing like, it's only that episode, that's it, and it's over, and we shut it down. Or at least that's what I tried. So I don't know though. I mean, I'm not really sure how you mean that. I think that your second sentence confused the hell out of me. Yeah, I don't know how to take that. Do you mean like, are you going to pick a whole new show? Is there another show out there? I don't know how to, maybe I'm reading it wrong. What would it take for you to do a weekly stream like The Last of Us. I get that part. I think it would take support. That's it, you know? We have people showing up. If people are showing up, if there's people interacting, support all around, if people interested, I think that's the most thing. If people are interested, once a week is no big thing. It's not a huge commitment. I think that the time is the only thing that would be, because, you know, the last, 3 weeks I've been working late on Sunday, so I can't even stream. But I think that's the interest is probably like the biggest thing. There has to be interest. And I don't know if, I'll be honest, I don't know if there's just interest from me sitting down. There's a big difference between me sitting down and talking, obviously, and me sitting down and talking about a specific show. There's a gauge of interest. So I honestly don't think there's enough interest currently unless it's a specific topic, you know? Because the ones where there's no topic tend to flatline. I'm only here to hang out with a handful of you guys. I knew that signing on tonight. If we had a topic, like something like Dead City, you know, Maggie's half naked in the new Playboy, you know, there'd be a fuck ton of people showing up, but that's just how it is. Anyway, but I think that's what it would take. Interest. There'd have to be people here. Better Call Saul, even better than Regard, and made cinema with a low budget making shows. Wankstain, as much as I shit on The Last of Us, I'm gonna highly disagree with that. I said this the last time too. I don't think it's even close to fair comparing Better Call Saul with a post-apocalyptic show. I mean, that's totally excusing the fact that Better Call Saul can film anywhere, anytime. All they need is a permit. You know, that's it. Unless the creative minds have a very specific scene where it's like, okay, we want to film outside of a billboard and it has to specifically look this way so we can do this stunt. Like, that's it. They don't even have to CGI some shots because Better Call Saul is naturally in the world. Every single inch of detail on the screen for post-apocalyptic shows must be manually touched in real person, in real life, or touched digitally by a CGI artist. Every fucking inch, no matter what. So I would have to say, no, I completely disagree with that. Saying Better Call Saul makes The Walking Dead, or now if you want to do story-wise, have at it. People can argue with what's tighter. That's fair. But film-wise, one versus the next, I don't agree with that. Not even a little bit. And again, because post-apocalyptic shows, you must have every single inch either in real life, in person, as you're filming it. They need to fuck with it, or done digitally in post-production afterwards. And that shit ain't cheap either. That's very expensive. I made that before. Like, I could walk out right now and film something like Better Call Saul, in theory, where, you know, lawyers and suits and in the real life. I can't walk outside and film Last of Us. No way. I mean, you could, but it would look fucking horrendous because you need a budget for that. 100%. Everything you do, you know, you could find a building that's fallen apart. Your friend could be like an amazing makeup artist and things can fall in your lap. You can borrow, you know, your dad's girlfriend's sister's, you know, stuck cousin, stepsister's fucking, you know, video camera that she's not using, and have everything there. And it just perfectly works out, but that's like 1 in a million people. Story wise, you can, I wouldn't argue there. Justin says, that's how I feel watching entertainment. Like, I'm out of touch, just don't get it anymore, and confused like an alien who can't understand why everything sucks. Bro, it's fucking insane. We live in clown world these days. I mean, absolutely clown world. Never in a million years did I think that when I got older. When I was younger, I thought the movies and entertainment when I got older would be fucking untouchable. I thought we would have like one amazing movie or show after the next because the technology is there. You know, the connection with your customer base, the connection with other entertainers, other artists, everything, it's fucking there. But the fact that we got to a point where we have the technology and then they said, oh, you know, we need to have this cultural war within entertainment, it just fucking ruined everything that's coming out now. And it's absurd. That's why I'm still pulling for indie. Indie is our last hope unless you want the next 10 years of tainted entertainment. Even entertainment that you like is tainted in some way. Even if you're like, I can overlook that. We all know certain things are a certain way because there's checklists of what you have to do when you have to do it, oftentimes before people even do it, you know? Let me look at Breaking Bad again. Let me see. What season did I say that was? Season 5. All right, season 4, maybe? Where was he hunting down Gus with the badly battered wall, still recovering from a fight? Crawl Space, End Times, Face Off. Okay. Is it Face Off? It might be Face Off. Let me skim through this. I'm curious about something. Oh shit, that song's gonna get me.
Thank you so much.
He's in the hospital. Yeah, it's after that, definitely. It's got to be the end of this episode. It is the end of this episode. Come on, where's it at? Found it. Wait a minute, I thought he was sitting down. Oh, wait, no. He gets a call when he's sitting down. Fuck me. It might be the next season. It's gonna bug me. Yeah, it's going to be the next season, I bet you. Whatever, I'll have to find it later. I got that image stuck in my head of what it was. I'm checking the season 5, episode 1. Just in case that's what it was. Damn. If anyone knows what episode that is, let me know. Walter White's sitting outside in his patio. And I know it's later on because I think he's beefing with Jesse. Oh, well. Let me get rid of this. But it's a very similar shot to that. What is Discord? Well, Discord is, if you don't know what it is, no big deal. You hit me up on, I don't know, it's something like Twitter or something. But Discord is like a chat room. It has chat rooms with topics where, like, my Discord has the public square where you talk about anything. It has the gaming room where it's only gaming and then shit like that. We're going to do one for Flaw vs. On a little bit that's connected to Patreon. That'll only be for Patreons. So that way when we do our polls and whatnot, we can just go there and interact. It's like a chat all the time where we talk to each other. What I'm saying is the way the show made it way more interesting than all these high budget shows with a ton of CGI character moments. Well, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's definitely going to be more the story element, and I'll leave that debate to fans of either, because I'm definitely not going to get Last of Us back in that debate, because I think the story is an amalgamation, not even an amalgamation, but they just picked out the best moments in the video game and tried to do them in their own way, and they lost a lot of the heart in between what was going on. Are you going to check out Dead Island 2? Yes, I am going to check out Dead Island 2, but I'll tell you right now, especially after the car broke down, I'm not checking it out day one. There's no way I'm going to swing that. I think it releases in like 5 days. There's just no way I'm swinging that. So I'm going to check it out. Maybe the end of April, though. I mean, maybe a week after it comes out. I mean, that's the only time I could do it, really. I don't know what else to say. Unless something happens in between then. But I don't know. Because tomorrow I'm going to pick up the part. They had to order it. And I'm hoping that's it. So, and if that's not, then it might even be a bit more longer. So, but eventually we're going to check out Dead Island 2. And even then, I'll be honest with you, even then I would probably just wait until it's on clearance, because same thing with Dying Light 2. Now you might say there wasn't enough interest, but Dying Light 2, they sold to me for $30 because they accidentally marked it for $33.99. I forget what it was. And it was supposed to be $70 at the time. And I said, fuck it, for that price, I might as well buy it. And I think we had people watch the very first hour of the stream, but everything after that, like 10 people showed up. So I got to be real with you. I think those games, there's a certain element to it that does not hold interest. People want to see your initial thoughts, but any follow-up, and I don't blame them, you know? I do the same thing. I want to hear initial thoughts on people's opinion. This game, that game, I might not want to hear their continuing thoughts overall. Maybe beginning and end. So I don't blame them, but... Love you. Let me know how you like that one.
Also, have you watched Taxi Driver?
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
I gotta watch that one after.
Really? Well, let me know if you like that, because that one's slow, but it's a classic.
Okay.
My daughter just watched Fight Club. Blew her mind. She thought it was nuts. She loved it. How do you think Paranormal Activity achieves such...
Yeah. And I finished Donnie Darko.
What'd you think about that one? Good? No?
It was so weird.
It's a weird one, yeah. You have to look up some of the explain videos. It might help you.
Yeah, like at the end, I was just lost and I just like didn't even...
I didn't know what it was for years, bro. They didn't have the internet when I watched it. I didn't know what the hell was going on. Okay, get out of here. I'm not that old. Take me out to pasture? Oh, wow, that's messed up. How do you think Paranormal Activity achieved such success with $15K budget or so? Well, the good thing with Ghosts, though, is the scare is different. With Ghosts, it's usually the buildup of anticipation. And for some reason, and listen, a lot of my friends and family are really into those ghost stories. Watching a cupboard suddenly start moving does nothing for me. Watching like, and then there's someone standing over, you know, like does nothing for me. So I understand there's like a heavy like creep factor for a lot of people out there for that stuff, but why it does good is because of how simple it is, you know, and people get a kick out of that. There's when I have time to really put it into more concise words, but there's an interest and an appreciation towards the event, not necessarily how beautiful and how expensive is the event. It's just the event. It could be a fucking CCTV camera footage, you know? Is this security guard creeped out, is talking to himself. The partner is like, and you know those are fake, but they're on YouTube pretending they're real. Who are you talking to? This little old lady needs help. There's no one there. Yeah, Mrs. Jamison. She's been dead for a year. And then the guard's like, oh, you know they're fake, but they blow up on Facebook. I think it's a combination of things that there's an interest in that sort of creepiness. And the other unfortunate fact is there's a lot of dumb people out there, you know? you don't have to be dumb to like that stuff, but I say there's definitely two root causes for it. There's a ton of stupid people. They're more likely the ones that are, believing that Facebook shit is real. But again, there's a lot of people that are really into that simplified, creepy, spook in the night. Can't miss it when you look for the points and checklist. Anyone who says there isn't sure is nuts. Can't miss what? You can't miss it when you look for the points for the checklist. Anyone who says there isn't is pure nuts. He sits down and spins a gun in season 12 of episode 4. Hold up, let me do something. And I fucking shut it down. Season 4, episode 12. I was close. I went to the last episode. That's right, because that's when he first poisons Brock. It's not after he's poisoned. That's right. Yeah, that's when his wife leaves, kisses his daughter goodbye. That's it. Yeah, that is it. So he leaves, he kisses his daughter goodbye. I'll show you what I mean over here. And he's sitting. Where's that angle at? Maybe it is on the other side. Oh, here's the angle. So he leaves, kisses his daughter goodbye. Paste a new image. This is what I mean, where you can get some symbolism from this. This is season 1. And given this is before he's even going on, he just got his cancer diagnosis, and then you have season 4, and this is with his beef with Gus. So he's going into this. He lost his family. This was, he's about to lose his life. He's about to lose his family. But you could pull your symbolism from that. I'm not going to sit here and pull symbolism from it because I'd probably eventually do it in my own. What in the fuck did I just do here? But that's the two I was looking for to see if there's anything there. Let me see the poll here because I do want to wrap up in a couple minutes. I meant, what is your Discord? My Discord is my name, Ronnie Hayes. I know we had it private because I was going to do Patreon, but what I'll do is I'll open up Discord and let me create a invite. The reason I say that is because we're doing the Flaversaw Discord in a whole new... I forgot I have a Make a Path Presents Discord, and that one is where we're going to do the Patreon connected one. However that is. How do I do... Oh, create invite. We'll do... Can I nickname the invite? I mean, that would be a lot easier. Edit invite. You can't nickname them. That's so stupid, man. Yeah. So I'll put it in chat now. Here's the Discord link. Anyone who wants to sign up and hang out, that's my Ronnie Hayes. We have a good amount of rooms there. Let me get this out of here. I was kind of using how that operates to get an idea of what rooms we can put in there. Because some of the rooms I'm going to be taking out. Like there's one called Bangers that is, I think, some of the better videos that I uploaded just to try to, if you were interested in, maybe you were a newer viewer, it's kind of like a best of list. That was the idea. That's going to be taken out of the Ronnie Hayes. Because the Ronnie Hayes is just a couple of us in there, talking openly. There's nothing connected to it. It's just if you're here and you want to chat. But the map one is going to be connected to Flaversaw, so we can have people who want to, all the people on Patreon who don't like using Patreon, at least there's another option to use Discord. Symbology, symbolism. Did I say that wrong? Symbology? I did say that wrong, didn't I? Yeah, the symbolism. Fucking, that's a word. Symbology. Just made it up. I agree with that. The show's missing a lot of soul from the game. It is, isn't it? I watched a movie for The Last Kingdom today. It was okay. Don't know why it was a movie and not another season. Felt rushed. Oh, that sucks. Is Succession worth watching? I hear a lot of people talk about it. I always hear good things, but every time I see previews, it doesn't look... That's part of my problem. A lot of people I talk to love that show, and every time I just try to watch clips to just hype me up to start it, I don't give a fuck about anything I'm watching, you know? I've seen clips of most shows that I eventually was like, all right, Snowfall looks good. I'm going to check that out. But with Succession, there's nothing I see that piques my interest. So one day I'm just going to have to force myself to watch at least the first episode. Was that a figure of Pedro Pascal at the start? Yeah, it is Last of Us, Joel. Not my Joel. Fight Club's a classic. Definitely is. Have you watched Sadness yet? Yes. Yeah. I was looking to see how to pull that. And I think I had a problem with trying to find a Blu-ray to use for the rating system, but Sadness was on the, maybe. A maybe baby. Colin looks so good as the penguin there, and he's getting to explore the character more. The little teaser reminds me of The Godfather of Sopranos. It reminds me a lot as The Sopranos. I think a lot of comments even said, so this is like, a Sopranos, in the world of Batman type. And, it might just be. What did you say? Or the new show? What new show? Is 3 days/weeks off? Or do you mean it's 3 days and 3 weeks away? Yeah, I see what you mean. So the poll is done. And the poll was, should we stream Fear the Walking Dead, the premiere, for an after show? Now, about 80% said yes, 20% said no. And it's probably something that when it comes out, at least, damn, I don't know, man. I was just thinking too. I'll have to look for a free trial because I'm not interested in giving AMC a dime, especially for Fear the Walking Dead. Then again, I'd have to pay them for fucking Dead City anyway. Dead City's on AMC though. Well, Fear too, because I just won't watch it early. I think no, I don't have to. Yeah, because I'm not reviewing it. So I don't have to watch it. We're doing an after show. I can watch it and then jump right on the stream like I did with Last of Us. Speaking of The Sopranos, I read somewhere there was a kids' Sopranos show airing. Well, I know they did the movie. I don't think the movie did good, so I'd be shocked if they did a kid version. I wish I had figures from the video game. Joel and Ellie sucks. NECA only made part 2, and the big 1/6 kind of costs a kidney. Yeah, I was honestly thinking about selling my 1/6 scale. I have a Joel and Ellie actually back there, and luckily, one I got for review and one I grabbed when it was brand new, and I watched it on release. So I got it when it was like fucking $100. Now they go for like $500, $600, $700, man. It's crazy. So I was thinking, honestly, I could just sell my Joel and Ellie. And it's funny because now they look even more like the remake characters than they did the original, especially Joel. He looks way more like the remake Joel than he does the remastered Joel. But the reason I was thinking about selling them is because there's a company out there called Lim Toys, and they have been showing, there's a forum on a collector's site. It's not real big, and they keep it that way so that way, Naughty Dog doesn't give them any problems. But they teased their 1/6 scale Joel and Ellie, and they look amazing. Oh, wait. They teased and they showcased their 1/12, and they revealed they're gonna work on a 1/6. I don't know if they showed images yet, but the 1/12 look amazing. And the 1/6 they're doing are actually sculpted from the remake, not the remaster. So Wankstein, if you really did want Last of Us, wait like 2 years. It's going to take that long to release. And look up a company called Lim Toys. They're going to have some. And I tell you what, they've already made the Red Dead Redemption Arthur. And that was probably one of the most, one of the greatest 1/6 scale figures released by an unofficial company. But I think that is probably my game plan. Sell these two, and then in 2 years, buy the ones that look more like the remake. And that company's a great company, so it's just the whole idea of, is it coming out? Is it, when's it coming out? Because it'll probably take 4 years, I'll be honest. They were making the 1/12, the 6-inch ones, and I know I pre-ordered them like 4 years ago, and I think they've been saying they're coming out any month now for the last year. That was like before COVID, I think. I even did a video showing them off and all that. There was a Kid Tony movie. Yeah, that was a Kid Tony movie. I only saw part of it, though. Are you looking forward to Scorsese's new movie, Killers of the Flowers Moon? The runtime is supposed to be over 4 hours. I don't know anything about it. Let me look it up. Killers of the Flowers Moon. Oh, is there no images? Oh, there is one. Is that all we got? Leonardo DiCaprio's in it? That's pretty cool. Is it about Native American people? Favorite book club, Killers of the Flower Moon. I read that wrong, but I don't give a fuck. Let me look at this. Film spurs $40 million in economic impact for Bartlesville. Chick's familiar. Who is this? President Calvin Coolidge with Osage Indians. Is that how you say that? At the White House, 1925. In 1804, President Thomas Jefferson hosted a delegation of Osage Indian chief. How do you say that?
Osage. Osage.
Osage. It sounds like she's saying it in a robot voice, though. All right, so Osage. I'm not going to crush this up. It'll be loud as shit in the mic. Let me just put it there. Traveled from their ancestral land with which Jefferson had recently acquired from the French, not the Osage, in the Louisiana Purchase. Oh, shit. The Osage representatives were tall, many of them over 6 feet, and they towered over most of their white house hosts. Jefferson was impressed, calling them the finest men we have ever seen. He promised to treat the tribe fairly, telling them that from then on, they shall know our nation only as friends and benefactors. And then they slaughtered them all. Now, let's see. Over the next 20 years, the Osage were stripped of their land, not surprised, ceding almost 100 million acres. God damn. And were forced onto a parcel in southeastern Kansas that measured about 50 to 125 miles. This land would be theirs forever. The United States government told them, bullshit. Anytime the government tells you, that you can have that forever, you know you have 10 years to get the fuck off the land. All right, let's see what they say next. And then, as David Grann details early in his disturbing and riveting new book, Killers of the Flower Moon, this promise, too, was broken. White settlers began squatting on the Osage territory, skirmishes ensued, and eventually the tribe had to sell the land for $1.25 an acre, looking for a new home. The Osage found an area of what was to become Oklahoma, and no one else wanted. It was hillbilly and unsuited to cultivation. Well, that sucks. And they bought the parcel for roughly $1 million. Later adding a provision, and that's $1 million back then. Later adding a provision that the land's oil, gas, coal, and other minerals would be owned by the Osage too. Thus, they owned the land above and whatever was below as well. I guarantee that the government took that shit. No one argued the point at the time. No one but the Osage knew there was oil under that rocky soil. Come on. Please, fucking the white man. Goddamn chill, bro. This can't get worse. The Osage leased the land to prospectors and made a fortune. In 1923 alone, Grann writes, the tribe took in more than 30 mil. Okay, that's positive. The equivalent today of more than 400 mil. The Osage were considered the wealthiest people per capita. Fuck me, bro. Go back to elementary school. They built mansions and bought fleets of cars. A magazine writer at the time wrote, every time a new well is drilled, the Indians are that much richer. The Osage Indians are becoming so rich that something will have to be done about it. Oh, ain't that the way it works, huh? Indeed, the federal government, ostensibly concerned about the Osage Indians' ability to manage their windfall, required, oh, isn't that sweet of them? They were worried about managing their windfall. Required many Osage Indians, those it classified as incompetent, to have a guardian oversee the management and spending of their money. Full-blooded Indians could expect to be deemed incompetent and in the need of oversight, whereas those of mixed blood were allowed to manage their own affairs. Not surprisingly, the Osage became popular targets for theft, graft, and mercenary marriage? Mercenary marriage. I never thought I'd ever hear the fucking term mercenary marriage. Or no, I had never really thought about it like that. That's some wild shit, bro. That's a fucking movie title in it damn self. Mercenary marriage. A white woman sent a letter to the tribe offering herself to any willing Osage bachelor. Will you please tell the richest Indian you know of, and he will find me as good and as true as any human being can be. How much more is this? Graham approaches his narrative by way of... The windfall, their lives were fraught and ended too soon. His sister, Minnie, died at 27 of what doctors rule peculiar wasting illness. That's bullshit for someone who was poisoning her. A few years later, her sister Anna, also known as Enjoyable Speakeasy Whiskey, left one night and never came home. Her body was found a week later in a ravine. She had been shot in the head. Not surprised. Another Osage member, Charles, was shot and found dead. Blah blah blah. This is crazy. I never heard of this, bro, at all. 9 months after the deaths of Anna Charles Whitehorn, a couple was blown up by a nitroglycerin bomb while they slept in their bed. Shit, bro. It was still relatively small, with only a handful. Bend the laws and get cozy with criminals. The Department of Justice, Graham writes, had become known as the Department of Easy Virtue. Damn. There's a lot here. This is probably going to be a wild fucking movie. I guess there's a bit of a whodunit with the crime being committed here. So that was kind of like world building for the book. So I imagine that's going to be the world building, and his why does Leonardo DiCaprio look so weird here, man? He looks like I don't know. Very, very ugly. Very plain. Sounds crazy, right? But Scorsese could be doing the angle of solving those murders and then the Osage tribe with the oil, the land, the betrayal by the government, and all that. This shit is probably like the world building around it, or that's what it sounds like from here. I got to admit though, when you read that, I think it's easy to think like, oh yeah, the government, the white man, taken from the Native Americans, taken from black and brown. But I think it blinds us from the truth that without regulation by the people to keep people in office that's actually doing, what our representatives are supposed to do, keeping them in check, the people itself keeping the government in check, the government will run railroad over anybody. You know what I'm saying? I think that's one of the biggest problems with government, especially when they get so big. That's one of the main reasons why I'm more for limited government, because it's getting to be a monster nowadays. But yeah, I don't trust them at all. At all. I'm going to keep my eye on this, though. It sounds crazy. You seen Barry's final season started airing today? Have you seen the show? I saw the first season, and I liked it. I remember not knowing if I'd like it a couple episodes in. I ended up really liking it, but it's one of those weird shows where I liked it, but for some reason, I just don't have any interest to turn on the next season, Now, knowing it's the final season, though, I might get around to binging it. Some of them, I think it's easier to watch at your own pace, like, watch 2 or 3 episodes here. Because some episodes, like with Snowfall, I binged, I think, the first 3 seasons. So the last 2 seasons, I was watching 1 episode at a time. And there was like 1 episode in this final season. And I understand why they had to do it, because it was a really big deal with a certain character, but it was a slow bunch of nothing. Nothing happens in this 1 episode. That's where it like really, and what's funny is like that happens, and then I just like skip the next week. I don't mean to. It's just not hot on the mind. You're not like, oh, I want to see what happens. But that episode, funny enough, had a badass line at the very end of it. So. Arrowed themselves in the back of the head. Oh, yeah, multiple times. That's what happened. That's the truth. Succession, so good, Godfather level writing. Are you serious? You have to watch every episode for huge payoffs, though? One day I'm going to get around to making myself turn it on, but man... I'll wait for those. I've been priced out of the collecting hobby for a while, but I'll drop some bucks on good figures of Joel and Ellie. Yeah, I am not currently collecting. I think I got, I did get something. Somebody sent me something recently? Fuck, I forget. It was probably a month or 2 ago, but, I have to look. More though, I was thinking about getting structure, because at first I was reviewing stuff. I didn't even think about collectibles until I didn't even know they had cool shit. When I was younger, I always thought I would, grow up and buy some movie props, because I always wanted movie props like around my house or something. I never knew they made like toys they're fucking toys, man. But damn, they look like the characters off the screen. Like they are insane collectibles. But now that it's been years reviewing shit on YouTube or getting stuff in the mail and blah, blah, blah for review and all that, collecting stuff myself, that now I'm at a point where I wanted to do target a specific type of a collection. I think NECA, with the affordability, the volume of the different characters, Back to the Future, Aliens, Predator, Universal Monsters, all the Friday the 13th, Jason Voorhees, Nightmare on Elm Street, Werewolf in Paris, Halloween, all the Michael Myers, well, some of them, the newer ones, Pennywise, yada, yada, yada. Now I'm thinking about how would that be in a real setup throughout the house. I don't do it in my apartment because my daughter has a cat, and the cat just chews on for whatever it is. Anything that's mine, it seems. Statues, figures, you name it. Especially stuff that has like thin elements to it. She chewed on my Tomb Raider with the bow and arrow. She chewed on my Aloy, funny enough, with the bow and arrow. That one was plastic, though. She chewed up the feathers. She tried chewing up a statue. She broke a little piece off a Negan statue. So I gotta just have that's why everything's in my room when it's supposed to be spread throughout the house. But I'm thinking more about along the lines of how would it look in having a pool table, a movie room, collectibles down there, and a few collectibles in my office, a recording area behind me, and then a few more maybe in like the upstairs living room. So I'm trying to like figure it out and then collect around it to how it would look displayed. Because originally my whole thing was to just have your movies going around from the waist up in the living room, and they would have these extenders where you can put some of the NECA figures on it. So you have your movie shelf, and it's not just this wasted wall of movies, but you have your movie shelf, but you have the collectibles right there with it. I always thought that would look great too. What up, Dwighty boy? I'm doing all right. How you doing? What needs its own live stream? The story here about the Osage Indians. What is that? Damn, that was the PS5 kicking on so rough. Hot damn, bro. Yeah, the Osage Indians, they got screwed, bro. The government's a whore, though. It fucks everybody. Tarantino's last movie is going to be called The Movie Critic. Yeah, I'm keeping my eye on that. Movie props are crazy expensive. Yeah, they are crazy expensive. That's why when somebody first sent me a NECA figure, I remember it was so stupid too. I looked at it and was like, it was a Jason Voorhees, and I was like, what am I gonna do with this fucking toy? And I threw it in a shoebox. And then like 2 years later, I was getting stuff on YouTube to review, and I found that toy box when I moved the shoebox, and I took the toy out, and I was like, you know what? This looks like a damn cool Jason Voorhees. It looks just like the movie. And then when you think about it, you can get a full character. Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger, Ghostface, Art the Clown, the alien, the Predator, Predator, all different types of Predators. And they look just like the movie. You don't need to spend, $6,000 on a fucking movie prop that's all busted up because it was screen used anyway. Especially some of the movie props look terrible. They degraded, they fell apart, yada, yada, yada. It would be awesome to be able to have some of them. Absolutely. But for, at the time, what, $2, $4, $6, $80 you can buy, I think it was 22, and 22. Less than $100 you can buy 4 Ninja Turtles for $100. And they look just like the suits from the movie. Put them on your shelf. It doesn't take up space. It didn't cost an arm and a leg. Boom, you got it. Yada, yada, yada. So it's funny because I originally thought about doing movie prop stuff, or I always wanted movie prop stuff. And then once I saw some of the collectibles that were out there, I was like, why bother, man? Why bother spending a whole shitload of money on this one little movie prop when you can have the entire cast of Back to the Future for a lot less than the same price, and have it on your whatever shelf because it's lightweight, it's small, it's not like crazy and huge, not expensive. I think that's why that's what caught my eye in that regard. I would definitely have a clicker costume or head prop. Now, a clicker though, I do have a full body statue of a clicker, a bust of a clicker, and then a 1/6 scale figure of a clicker. I got 2 of them to review. The figure I got to go with Joel and Ellie, though. But the clicker I love. I love movie monsters. Let me see what I got. Ouch. Ouch.
Have you heard of the channel Raka Raka? They're making the movie Talk to Me. Also, what are your thoughts on John Bernthal returning as the Punisher in Daredevil, Born Again?
Let me pull this up. I heard of that. That sounds familiar. Talk to Me. Didn't we just talk about this movie the other day? Let me pull this up. Hold on. Yeah, let me see here. Talk to Me official trailer A24. Yeah, we did talk about this.
Have you seen the group chat?
Yeah, that's with that hand. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my eye on it, but the trailer did little for me. It feels like that generic, open the door, the scary door. We have to close the scary door. We're possessed. We have to break the curse. And I'm going to give it a shot, but it just really, I'm just getting burned out of it. They just feel like carbon copied of one after the next of being the same shit. So I'm going to keep an eye on it. However, the trailer didn't do anything for me for the Talk to Me one. But especially knowing it was indie made, I will keep an extra eye on it. But I'm even more cautious because it's indie made. Just because sometimes you're either indie made and you're just copying shit that you've seen in movies before, or you're indie made and you're both movie fans, but you're a movie fan that's trying to do something that people haven't seen before, that's different, that yada, yada, yada. This one just looks like it's just copy and paste of other shit, but we'll see. Thank you very much, J-Dog, for the $10 super chat. I appreciate the support. I heard of the channel, Raka. I'll look up the channel, though, because I don't think I looked it up last time. And John Bernthal returning as the Punisher. I love the idea. I love John Bernthal as the Punisher. I have zero hope in Marvel, especially current day Marvel. And now that they announced the writer of She-Hulk is writing Punisher, let me look it up. I think that's what it was, right? I have zero interest in it at all. That killed it. Because She-Hulk is irredeemable. And there's no fucking way a writer on She-Hulk can write anything even close to being worthy for the Punisher, unless there's some weird fucking some shit going on behind the scenes that made the writing impossible for She-Hulk. I don't know, but I don't know. Those characters, the story flow, the pacing. She-Hulk, in my opinion, is just the epitome of just the good shit writing. Like, it's up there as like, oh, this is Marvel, this is good, this is yada yada, and it is just shit. It's absolute fucking diarrhea shit, Thank you very much for the 10. Let me look it up. Maybe I'm wrong, and that's not the same writer. Oh, it does show up. What is fat fuck? Well, fat fucker. You guys can see the fat fucker? He's over smoking his fat fucker cigar. Gurg would be your favorite from Succession, mark my words. Alright, I'll keep an eye out for Gurgle. He's nuts. I finally got around to watching True Detective. That's a good one. True Detective Season 1 I liked. Doing pretty good. Saving up for PS5 to get Last of Us Part 1. It looks amazing. That's what's up. I know if you wait a little bit, the game itself will be on sale. I know the PS5s are actually in stock at my local Target, and they're available locally here online at Best Buy, and it's been that way for like 2 months now, which is shocking. I've never seen one in stock before until now. So, hey Rennie, what up, big fan? Yesterday I went to the hospital for a kidney stone. Damn, I feel you there. I never went through it myself, but I have family that has, and I'm sorry to hear it. Just wondering if you ever had one and have some tips to handle it. No, I never had one. My cousin just had one. I know my grandfather had a few. I hear it's fucking painful though. So I am glad. It's crazy though, because someone told me to stop drinking so much sweet tea, because I love iced tea, man. I loved it. Used to. I mean, I still do, but so I stopped drinking a lot of it because I would drink too much of it, and I would live. I would swim, live, breathe, in sweet tea. But it's been a long time since I bought sweet tea. I used to drink it in big jugs when I was streaming. Anyway, I think my grandmother was like, I read somewhere on Facebook, it's got to be true that, sweet tea will give you kidney stones. But luckily, not yet. Tomorrow I'll probably wake up with kidney stones, but so far, no. But I'm sorry you had to go through that. That sucks. I recently decided to get into YouTube, want to make a channel. Do you have any suggestion for video editing software? DaVinci Resolve is free, and it's way more than you need. I think for future proofing, all you have to do is learn how to cut and splice to start, and don't worry about all 3,000 buttons, and you'll be fine. DaVinci Resolve there's nowhere else you should go. It's free, and it's better than stuff that probably costs money, unless you're going to buy like a professional, then that doesn't make sense. I'm using Sony Movie Studio. It's also Sony Vegas, but you'd probably pay like $50 to $70 for something DaVinci could do. I recently decided again. I have the clicker bust too. I think your number on the bottom is lower than mine, Ronnie. I think mine is 151. I forget what my number is. Oh, Richard, what's up? They need to make a good Jeepers Creepers movie, good story, make the creeper actually look terrifying like the original. I agree. I think Jeepers Creepers, I'm pretty sure the guy who made it is a pervert, but he sold it. And they really need to... Whoever bought it out really needs to do something, because the newer one was horrible. Also, Richard said, I'm hyped on that Dracula movie you talked about a few days ago. Didn't even know about it. Till you saw my video. Must be flying under a lot of people's radar. Yeah, how did I hear about it? It was one of those things where I just stumbled across it, and it looked fucking awesome. And no one I knew heard about it yet, Not online, not in real life. So that's why I did the video, because I think it is flying under the radar a little bit. A little late here, but make sure you get a Chilton repair manual before getting into the injectors. Some have a Teflon seal near the tips that require a special tool to resize. Chilton repair manual. I'll look one up. There's got to be one online, right? I think I know the manual you're talking about. I used to have one for my old car. Yeah, I appreciate the tip. I'm going to look it up. A life-size clicker would be awesome. Listen, I always talked about, like, I'd have the coolest setup. If I won the lottery, that type of money, when in The Last of Us where they're walking down and they see the clicker that is grown onto the wall? Well, that would be the entrance to, like, my pool room, my theater room. This shit would look awesome. I'm not doing this generic. And some houses are beautiful, rich and beautiful, and I get it. I'm not doing that shit. You're going to walk down, and it's going to look post-apocalyptic with a clicker, grown into the fucking wall, fungus everywhere. This shit's going to look like a movie set. And then you're going to enter, and I see these new LED lighting system that they're putting in houses now where you turn on the lights. If you get a shiny floor, the lights actually turn on and they go in directions. Instead of lights just turning on, they actually turn on and they zip down and around and into like whatever shape or however you have it set up. And then because the floor reflects it, you get like a dual lighting, so it just goes and then it lights up kind of like little lightsaber lines, Shit looks badass. Add something like that so you can control the lighting for the movie theater. You gotta have something that's like a mock concession stand if you have a home theater, you have to have the mock concession stand, popcorn. You don't even need the popcorn in it. Have it staged with like a popcorn scent, like a potpourri. Fucking just hook it up. All classic movie posters that looks like a, part of a blockbuster. It would be the fucking shit, bro. I've seen some houses that just look beautiful, but then I'm like, bro, if that's like my forever home and I'm gonna just die in it because that's the rest of my life, I'm gonna have that shit like off the hook. I don't want no wood grain and just plain gray, and you know what I mean? Like, I get it how people think that looks beautiful for houses. I want my shit to be off the hook, man. Every fucking wall is gonna be covered with some cool shit, some design. I don't know. Talk to Me was at a film festival and everyone says this trailer is so misleading and that it was the best horror movie in years. If that's what we're hearing, I will definitely, keep an eye out. I give horror, usually I always give it a shot eventually, so I'm going to keep my eye on it and I will give it a shot. If that's the case, then that's a huge upside, I'm burnt out on comic book movies and Star Wars. I feel you there. PS5 consoles are available worldwide now. It seems like they're in every store near me. Oh, that's what's up. I didn't know they were that easy though. Arizona sweet tea. Yeah, that's good cheap sweet tea for sure. That and Turkey Hill was a good one. What's up, man? Have you tried the game Returnal? Yes, I tried it. I love the gameplay itself, but I hate the structure with a passion. I love the fact that the gameplay feels like a modern day arcade that's just get in there and get shit done. Like, very fun gameplay. But the fact that you kind of just start over and do everything all over again fried me out. And then when you get so far, you unlock a level where it's a straight tier going up. And that part was probably the biggest annoying, because when you die, you just start all the way at the bottom, all the way at the beginning. It's like, what the fuck, And the way they have it, like the Tower of Death going up in the time system, and Returnal's one game where if it wasn't so restart, all the time, I probably would love Eternal, because the gameplay itself I find fast paced and fun. Again, like, it's probably like as modern of an arcade game as you can get for your home, and I dig that element. But the whole starting over just wore me down, man. Please confirm they hit the wrong house, but the suspect they were after ended up being the one who killed himself. Oh, that would be awesome. I love the video game room, full life-size game statues. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. Like, if you're rich and you hook your house up, I've seen people with like these really like, it's beautiful boring, it's like that. How do you put it? It's beautiful, but it's boring. You've seen that shit, for the last 100 fucking years. You've seen pretty boring, but just modernized, Anyway, but how cool would that be? Like, you get home, man, and you're whatever type of work you do, you get home, 2 weeks of busting your ass, and you're finally home, unpack, yada, yada, yada. You go downstairs, you want to play a game with some pool, your brother's over, your friend's over, girlfriend's over, wife's over, whoever. You want to play a game of pool and watch a movie, the kids come over with the family and you hang out. You go down, you pass by the clicker in the wall, you go down a little further, you get some popcorn and some treats, and the pool table's there, and you got the concession stand movie theater that's kind of turns into like a broken down Blockbuster, and you can even have fun with it where it's like, boarded up window because we're out of business, get it? A little Netflix flyer hanging out of the door, like offer to buy, some funny shit. And then like you go around, you sit in your seats, and you got this tree coming out of nowhere through the theater room, and there's a fucking life-size predator just hanging from the tree with maybe his laser cannon, and it's even, activated to kind of move side to side with a little dot or something. That'd be I'd pick that over an $18 million mansion house any day. Give me a little fucking 6-bedroom thing with a pool and some crazy shit like that in the basement. That's all I would need, is the basement, but like hooked up, with a couple cool standout things like that. That'd be the shit. I'm telling you what. Here's what Resident Evil looks like in third person. Not impressed. I am not impressed. For Ash, anal busts. Oh my god, it's an anal bust, bro. An anal bust. How do I get that anal bust? There's a lockpick. Wait a minute. Is that the lock or the lockpick? Playing this after playing Resident Evil 4. I'm probably covering most of the thing. I'm about to shut down, but I wanted to play a few minutes of this before I do, so...
I won't last.
Oh, fuck
dinner.
me, bro. You serious? Where am I going? To the bedchamber! I could fuck her to death. Oh, it is a lock. You son of a bitch. It's easy to pick. Why don't you pick that shit, bro? Kick it out.
Mother!
Wait, where am I going, bro? Get in the fire. Get off of me, you fucker! Ooh, I like it. I like it, though.
How's it feel?
Feels pretty fucking good,
Sisters, come get 'em.
to be honest. This is what I get. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. Where? Oh, find the 4 angel masks. Oh, that's what I'm doing. Let's go upstairs, I guess. Is she still chasing me? Stupid bitch. I see these flies. Oh, shit! The big bitch is after me, bro. Fuck you. Shit. It's the wine room. I don't want to wine, bro. I don't want a wine mom after me in the wine room. That'd be fucked up. Locked from the other side. Oh, I hear... Oh, shit, it's a dead end. I'm so fucked, bro. Can I jump? Why can't I jump? Shit. Don't do it, bitch. Don't do it. No. No. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. There's nowhere to go. Damn. She fucking owned me, bro. How many heals do I got? Make sure I'm not going down another one way. What in the shit? Ooh, this way. Do I have a key for this? I think I do. Damn. Wait a minute. Oh, I do. Fuck you, bitch. Ooh, look at that. Damn. Give me that. Can she get in here? Silver ring. Nice. That's so nice. A silver ring is nice. Mask of pleasure. Oh, wait a minute. I have to put a mask on it? What does this do? Oh, I'm locked in here. Well. Shit. I guess I'll just have to leave. Am I missing something? I haven't seen a goat in like an hour. That's perverted. Ooh, that sucks. It looks like I'm missing something because it's red. Maybe that's it. No? Shit.
I was worried my sisters had
Aw,
gotten
come on, man.
Yes! Yes!
Oh, shit.
You're
Wait, hold on. Do I have a explosion? Oh, I do have dynamite.
Ready.
Dynamite. Ha ha ha. Dynamite.
You've ruined.
Come over here, bitch. This is how I gave it to your sister. Oh shit. Fully loaded. Here's a right in the mouth. No, die, bitch. No. I didn't hit her. I did not.
You.
Come on. Yeah, she says like bullets don't hurt me, but you gotta sit here and fucking do this shit anyway. I don't get it. I don't get it. I blow her up? Let's blow her up. Come on, Mark. Oh, there it is. Looks cool at least. Look at that. You guys see that?
Crazy witch.
These things look cool as hell. Those crystal torsos. I waste a lot of ammo on that. That crazy witch. Wait, what is that? Oh, here we go. Nice. Is it down here? Oh, right back to where I started. Is this room now blue? No, I'm missing something in this room. Unless I gotta put... That doesn't make sense. Oh, wait, no, it's not open. What the fuck? You can't use this here? How would I use your mother here? How about that, you stupid bitch? Examine. Ah, what do we got here? Oh, shit. I'm smart. I'm smart, bro. Oh, ho, ho, ho. It's still not blue. Well, that's it. I'm missing something. Let me look. What the fuck could I be missing? Can I take that? No. Fuck, man. I don't think you come back in here. Anything hiding? That's weird. When you find all the loot in the room, or anything that you interact with, the room turns blue. Now maybe I have to leave it, but before when I found the last item, the room turned blue. I didn't have to leave it. There's no, like, diamond hidden anywhere, is there? Oh, man. I'm leaving. This is fucking nuts. Yeah, see, it's still red. What am I missing? The Hall of Pleasure. Oh, that makes sense. That statue makes sense now. Have a good night, James, the Sheriff Dixon. Are you planning on seeing Renfield? No. I had a handful of friends that saw it that were not into it, so I'll watch it on Redbox or something. You have kidney stones from drinking a lot of Coke, so you're going to cut back, start drinking more juice and water. My pain was like 12. Give me lots of med pains. Well, at least you got the med pains. Be careful with those though. But at least you got some meds. Lots of coke, huh? Yeah, it's probably best to cut back anyway. I've been wanting an arcade cabinet really bad the last couple of years. If I can build it, have one build it look like an outhouse with the TV in front of it. Oh, that'd be messed up. It'd be so cool if they made Battle Royale game in this Winter Castle location. It would feel so alive. That would be kind of cool. I don't know what the hell I'm missing. It's bugging me now. Because I know there's something in here. Is it in here? No, it wouldn't make sense to be in here because this is blue. I already got everything, so it would have to be. That is bugging me, man, because it's in here. But what? What is it? It's not in that drawer. It's not in this drawer. It's not that vase. It's not that. It's not the picture. It's not that picture. I mean, is it in this statue? That's weird. Vibrating. I don't know. I'll probably look it up. Bro. What is this room called? Give me this. Hall of Pleasure. I'm looking that shit up. The Mask of Pleasure. Hall of Pleasure, Armor Tower, blah, blah, blah. Hall of Pleasure. Yeah, boom. From the basement, where you go to the second floor. The key, the smash the vase. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Didn't I already do that, though? Smash the vase. I already smashed the vase. Was there a vase? Yeah, I think I already did it. I don't see a vase, but... It says smash the vase on the left for some handgun ammo. In the center of the room, look straight up. Crystal fragment on the ceiling. That's what I missed. Oh, son of a bitch. Chat, look at that. Huh. That's what it was. I was looking everywhere. Straight up. Now the room's blue. Fucking my balls are blue. Oh, fuck out of here. Alright, so... Where is... Do I have an insignia key? Yep, I have the iron insignia. I have... This crimson skull looks awesome. The Mask of Pleasure. I still need 2 other masks. I need to get here. Oh, shit. Where's she going? Oh, did she not see me? This is cool though. It's cool watching her. She's just has a certain appeal to her. Oh fuck!
Disgusting outside.
She saw me. There's no way to get down there though. I can't go in there. Yeah, that was dumb. Can I go anywhere in the wine room? Oh, come on, man. Don't come in here. Don't come in here. Wait a minute. Yeah, come in here, because I could just sneak around this. Where is she at? Oh, there she is. Let's hide. There's no way you see me. Get out of here. There's where I need to put the masks. So, there we go. Put one mask there. And I can go out this way and go up for this. So, courtyard and left. That's what I'll do. Is she leaving? I'd like to put a mask back. The fuck? That motherfucker scared me. Can you put these anywhere? Oh, I guess so. Oh shit! What the fuck? She just walked in a circle! Creepy bitch. Oh no. Oh shit! I forgot they were out here. Pop, pop, pop. Give me that. Oh, I can't. Whoa, I'm out. I'm out. I'm outie 5000, bitch. I need some stairs. I need some stairs. There we go. Go, 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 go. Is she coming? Oh, fuck. She's coming. Straight. Yes. Ah, here we go. Wait, nope, wrong one. Wait. Insignia key. Got it. Come on, yo, open up. Oh shit.
So you finally came to see
I should have saved my game.
Everyone falls for me in time.
Oh, that's not smart. Oh, that's... Oh, come on now. I mean, it's sexy, but you're gonna kill me.
Like more pain?
Oh, wait a minute. Aw. Ha ha ha, got you, bitch.
Ow! So mean! Why are you doing this?
Is it closing? I forgot where it was. Oh, there it is. Show yourself.
Why? Why would you do this? You really want to kill me?
No, but you're not really giving me much of a choice. Vampires are sexy. I think we know what we'd prefer. I forgot you can't parry the shit.
Don't you love me?
It's a bit much. It's a bit soon. You're made of like flies though. That's fucking creepy.
A dream. I don't want to die.
Is she dying? Oh hell yeah!
I'm sick of
Gotcha.
bugs.
I do have to make some ammo. Actually, can I make some heals too? Yeah, let me make some heals, some ammo. Oh, yeah. See, I normally play this game on hardcore. I'm a hardcore whore, you know? However, I'm playing this on standard. And it's probably too easy. But I don't give a shit. I'm not in the mood. If the controls were a little cleaner, I'd probably play hardcore all the time. But they're not. They have fucking issues. Oh, come on. What am I missing? Nope, still red. Damn. It's gonna be a fucking, diamond somewhere? Yeah, it's still red. I have to search this friggin' place for a diamond. Why can't they make it simple? Put it in the paintings. Maybe it's on the wall. Oh, it's driving me nuts, bro. I wonder how far away you can see them. Maybe the room's locked. Maybe that's why it's red. No. Nope. What is this? Library? Oh man, is 5 the one with the mold monsters? No, 7 is the mold monsters. Hollow says I'm smashing that too. Oh, all day. I mean, shit, bro. What did I type before? Library. Resident Evil. Village. You gotta fight the daughter. And then there's 4 items. The torso, the ammo, the money, the handgun ammo, shotgun ammo. I grabbed all that. Backside of the shelf. Yeah, that's weird. I grabbed all that. And it says the 4 items are literally, one's in the corner here. Yeah, one's in the corner here. Watch it be like right there and I pick it up. And I already picked those up running around. Another's in this spot over here. And I'm pretty sure I already picked those up too. Those were bullets or shotgun rounds. And then there's another item over here. I'm just going. I don't know. That is pretty crazy, though. Yeah, fuck it. And this is Hall of Joy. Did I do Hall of Joy? What the hell? I forget what that is. Mask of Joy. Oh, I remember this room from the first time. Isn't there a little puzzle in this room? Let me check this room first, though. Oh, there we go. Shortcut to where? Huh. To where is that, though? I forget what that does. I love how you can bust out the windows, though. It'd be even better if there were certain enemies where you can break the windows, similar to the daughters, where breaking out the windows is what, you know, stalls the enemy enough for you to get a kill shot. That'd be kind of cool. Especially if it was a little more atmospheric and you could pop like a bullet through the window and it sends like a beam of light in that like burns the vampire. That should be awesome. Should have saved at the bottom. Should I say the bottom half of her? I don't know. I think I'd prefer the whole thing. Man, I'd love to see Resident Evil 1 like this. I've been saying that for a minute, yo. Remake Resident Evil 1 like this with the clean movement of 4, but take out that the slow shit. That'd be fantastic. See, this one's done. This room.
Have you seen the Resident Evil Death Island trailer? It's the fourth entry in CGI series of movies that are canon to the video games.
Yeah. J-Dog, thank you very much for the 5 super chat. I seen the trailer. There's a top comment that I got to agree with. I think someone even said the same thing in my Discord. When I watch a trailer, it just makes me wish it was a game I can play. Like, I don't know what it is with Resident Evil, especially the CGI ones, the animated shows. I would just prefer if it was just a game I can play. Like, I don't really give a shit to watch Resident Evil animated. But keep in mind, I am not a fan of animated content at all. So I'm probably the wrong one when it comes to I'm probably not the consumer base for it. But I'm willing to wait and see what fans say. If it's really good, maybe I'll check it out. But I haven't watched any of the animated ones. Alright, I forget now. Thought you did something with that. Let the 5 bells of the chamber ring out. Oh, 5. Shit. So I got 1, 2. Aren't they hidden? Huh. 3. Okay. Oh, they could be tiny too, now that I'm looking at it. Are there any bells here? I got that 1. Is there 1 up here? I got 2 more to go. Right? Psh, psh, psh. 5 bells. I could have sworn there was 1 up here. Oh, there is. Huh. That's actually kind of cool. 1 more. If I remember right, there was 1 I was stuck on the very first time I played this. And when I found it, I remember saying, fucking come on. Oh, there it is. Huh. I think it was this one, though, that I was stuck on. Oh, I got a lockpick. That's actually pretty good. Your inventory is actually packed compared to Resident Evil 4, especially. Your inventory is actually stacked. Or at least it feels like it, for sure. And I should make some health. Because I am fucked. That healing is so silly. You have the CGI Vendetta. Yeah, I would go nuts for a Resident Evil 1. But it's gotta be right, though, man. It's gotta be modernized. Knock it off with anything that makes the player lose control. Frequently, especially. You could do certain movements, especially like when the zombie grabs you when you're on the ground. Like, incorporate zombies frequently, because you got a mansion, and slow-moving zombies, especially for the first few hours, would be great. So they can randomly, surprise you by popping through nooks and crannies and randomly through different areas and, like, grab a hold of you. Make it part of the combat, where instead of, God of War, where Thor blocks and then strikes, you actually would, as soon as you're grabbed, you would have a move that could break the block. Maybe it's something with his knife where again, imagine like a parry where the attack is coming and before it hits you, you parry. Very common in video games. But this would be that idea, but done once you're grabbed. So you're grabbed and then you do the parry. If you miss the parry, then you have that moment of hesitation where the zombie yanks on you twice, which could leave you susceptible for other enemies, other shit to pop off. I think, but looking modern would be gorgeous. Leave some of the cheese, like you were almost a Jill sandwich, but have it recognized as cheese. Like, we know this is cheese, but we're leaving it in for those moments. But don't make them, don't stay true to the cheesiness. Because you don't want cheese throughout the whole thing. Whoa, wait a minute here. Oh, I was about to say it wasn't letting me pick up the lockpick. That game would be fucking amazing. Some fans would bitch, though, because you're not incorporating every little thing that was in there. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, for a second there, I thought I could knock that down. You should be able to, though, right? Oh, check this out. Oh, hell yeah. Woo. Let's get the ammo over here. Actually, I have an idea. No. Yeah. These don't move much, so I'm going to put these over here. But the ammo I pick up from time to time, we're going to move them over here. And the gun is going to go over here as well. Health stays, that stays. Oh, wait a minute. What do I want to equip this as? Yeah, it's got to go up. Oh, that's it. Great sounds, man. That shit's awesome. Sounds like it's right here. Oh, there he is. Oh, man. Yeah, I like this castle part. I love the look of that. There are some ugly motherfuckers. I forgot about that. Oh, shit. Yeah, look at that. Fucking beak on that bitch. I'm gonna pop the next one. I got 3 bullets. Oh shit. Oh, I got him. For a minute there I thought he was gonna eat my face. Check that out. That looks cool as hell. Where's this guy? I'd like to pop him right in the face. Oh, man. Shit. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm in trouble. Oh, shit. I'm getting scatter shot here. Oh, you don't even have to aim. Was it like that in first person? Where you didn't even have to aim? You could just shoot from the hip? I don't remember that. They had me a little flustered. I got 1 bullet. Where's he at? I'm the exterminator. Oh shit. Oh, quick draw. Check that out. Is that just gonna take me back down to where I was though? I'm missing something here. What time is it? Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta get to bed, bro. Gotta take my bitch ass to bed. What the fuck am I missing? Well, here's the statue. That worked.
Okay, I should be able to get out with these.
Yeah. Alright, chat. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. A little chit and a little chat. A little shit, a little fap. I will see you guys on the next one. Have a good night. Be safe. Feel free to leave some comments down below for the algorithm. The algorithm